This is a me reading stuff. Back issue.
Oh, shit. Here we are. You're here. I'm here. Your mom's here. I'm breaking in my new studio with you fools. It looks pretty terrible in here. Not working out just yet, but it will. It will very soon be the best studio I've ever had. If you guys know that I make large-scale drawings, sometimes so large that they don't even fit in my house. I've always made these in second bedrooms, these large things that take years to make sometimes. And always made them in the second bedroom of my houses or wherever I lived. And, you know, this week marks the first time I've ever had a professional studio. This is an actual room that could be considered an actual studio. So I am pretty excited about that. I was pushing my limits and it wasn't working out. I didn't have the room anymore to do what I need to do. And I suddenly do. And I'm really excited about that. But forget about me. Who gives a shit about me? Let's get started on today's stuff. I am beyond delighted. And I don't use that word because I'm not a delighted person. Let's be real. I'm pumped to introduce you guys to this book that's about to be released in October. The book is called Erratic Fire, Erratic Passion, The Poetry of Sportstalk. The book's by Jeff Parker and Pasha Malla. It's published by Featherproof Books. My friend, Irish friend, Fergal Rock, pointed me to it, and I can never thank him enough because this book feels like it was made for me. So these two writers compiled the words of professional athletes and structured those words into poetry. To quote them, they say this book is a compendium of found poems pieced together from the post-game interviews of professional athletes. So this is a collection of remarkable and gorgeous and funny and fucking weird-ass poems, and they're poignant, too, by people like Mike Tyson, David Beckham, Tiger Woods, Larry Bird. The book is huge, too. There's 150 pages, I think, almost 150 pages. It's just endless. Chuck Klosterman already said of the book, quote, "The result is actual perfection." And I could not agree more. I'm completely blown away by this book, and some of you may know that I kind of hate sports, all except golf. I grew up in a house where there's always sports on the TV. The only one I gravitated towards was golf, merely because I could take a nap during it. I liked football because I liked the snacks involved in football. Well, the only reason I'm clarifying this is because you don't have to like sports to be in love with this book, because that's certainly what's going on with me. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute, but I just want to start reading you a short selection of these. Not short. I wish I could read you the whole goddamn book right now, because I know I'm excited a lot, but this is different. I'm really also very envious of what these guys did. Maybe just straight up jealous, because it's just brilliant. And I was really touched by this book many, many times. And I'm laughing at times. All right, you get the picture. I love the book. Here we go. This is the title poem. It's Erratic Fire, Erratic Passion, a poem assembled from Meta World Peace, a.k.a. Ron Artest. I don't shake substitution's hands. I lose my feet. I'd like to thank my psychiatrist. I felt something, but I didn't know it was an actual head. I knew somebody suffered something at that point. There were a lot of emotions in that game. I can't worry about that. I have to try to get the ball. Kobe passed me the ball. Kobe never passed me the ball. And I could hear Phil Jackson. He's the Zen master. So you can just hear him in your head saying, don't shoot, and bam, I shot it. I was lying down when I got hit with a liquid. Ice and glass on my chest and on my face. Nobody ever just threw anything at me, with the exception of a few times. After that, it was self-defense. I'll take the blame for that. It's my fault. Stunned. So stunned. It's stunning. Erratic fire, erratic passion. We maximize it by playing together, loving each other, caring for each other, kind of like the Care Bears. You know the Care Bears? They care for each other. I partied in July hard. You got to party. You can't just be a boring guy for 12 months, right? You got to party hard in July. Why are you staring at me, daughter? Did you throw that? Jack, you think we going to get in trouble? Let me see. How can I answer your question without giving you a good quote? All right, next is How Beat Up Are You by Kevin Garnett, basketball player. I had to look that up. That's how little I know about sports. Never even heard of Kevin Garnett. Huge fan now. Here we go. I'm beat up, John. I'm beat up. I'm beat up. I'm beat up. I'm out there. I suit up every night. I suit up every night. Banged up, hurt, whatever. 100%, 30%. Ain't no numbers. It's in my heart, and you can't measure that. I'm losing. I'm losing. I'm losing. I'm losing. Okay, next, I Best by George Best. I guess he's a footballer, as they say. Had to look that up too. Here we go. I've been kicking since I was 1 year old. I have lovely memories of home. I was the same as all the other kids. I was the only kid who kept his vest on. I was just another player. I was only learning. I had a dream that came true. I just looked forward to going out to play so much. I always felt like an entertainer out there. I think I can remember almost every goal I scored. I scored from a corner. I knew I'd scored a great goal. I used to do things like that for fun. I was only starting. I enjoyed being one of the boys. I liked being a man's man. I also happened to enjoy women's company. I think everybody knows I like Swedish girls. I like screwing, all right? I have to go at anything. I think balance is very important. I always got sent off for silly things. I started to have a lot of doubts. I fought it and fought it and fought it. I didn't know what was going on. I learned too late. I still have dreams about that split second when everything stood still. I can't remember much about it. I just kept running until I saw space. I'd let them down as well as myself, of course. I went back on my own. I came back and basically didn't know what to do. I came back and faced the same sort of problems. I don't want to face any more problems. I don't actually believe that nothing's impossible. I don't expect it, but it's a fact of life. I never played in a cup final or a World Cup. I would have loved to. I've still got a little bit of a way to go. All right, you guys. I could read all of these. Maybe I'll do a bonus episode and read a few more because that was only a handful of the ones I really was psyched to share with you. I wanted to say quickly about my golf thing. I've been tweeting about this for years. I take so many notes on what the golfers do that I find poetic. For instance, they put their fingers up in the air. Like they lick their fingers, they put their fingers in the air to test for the wind. And this gesture is so beautiful to me. And golfers' relationship to landscape and hills and trees and wind and weather and clouds and daylight, that all excites me as someone who makes landscapes, you know, day in, day out. And I've been telling the PGA Tour and Golf Channel, I try so hard to get them to notice me because I want them to hire me as what I'm going to call poetic golf commentator. So Robin O'Neill for Golf Channel's poetic golf commentator. I'm pushing for that. I need your help. I need your love. I need your smiley faces. Anyway, back to this book, Erratic Fire, Erratic Passion, by Jeff Parker and Pasha Malla. I love these two guys. By the way, they were so nice and cooperative and sent me the book early, even though I've already pre-ordered a couple of copies. I'm just really honored to even have been in touch with them. The book is only $14.95. I am going to link the pre-order page for you on my Twitter and probably on Instagram too, but just go to featherproof.com, that is. The book comes out October 13th. Did I tell you it's only $14.95? I think I just said that. Man, I'm pretty good at advertising things. That's a new skill I didn't know I had. Also, artist and illustrator Nathan McKee did the illustrations for this book, and they are super rad. So I'm going to link everything you need to know about this book on all my shit. Come fuck with me on Instagram and Twitter. You know my handle. It's ROBYN_ONEIL. Thank you for listening. Definitely buy the book. Thank you, Pasha and Jeff. My dad thanks you, I'm sure, because here I've been hating on sports for 38 years. You two put this book out. Couldn't be a bigger sports fan as of today. Hey, you guys, if you like this, just subscribe. What the fuck? No big deal. Hit subscribe in iTunes. Then just go drink some more of your coffee. End of story. That's easy. I love you guys. It's easy to love you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.